What's up? Welcome back to the Harley J Way podcast. I'm your host, Harley J. Sorry about that. But this is a little bit of a strange episode. There is no intro audio. There is no we're not really doing that much. This is a very simple episode. This is just me talking to camera. Very unedited. I'm just editing by cutting out the blank spaces because I'm editing on my phone because I left my computer at my house, and right now I'm in Florida. And it's beautiful, sunny South Florida, and it's amazing here. It is rainy. Like right now, it is raining. I'm outside, but kind of in a covered area outside, but still, it's really nice. But we traveled here on Christmas Eve, the day of Christmas Eve, which was honestly, it was somewhat of a hectic travel day. It was calm for Christmas Eve, but it was still a hectic travel day. Like, usually I've flown on Christmas Eve before. Those Christmas Eve travel days are really hectic. I'm not kidding. Really, really hectic. This was calm for Christmas Eve, but it was still a hectic travel day. I mean, I've had more hectic travel days, but still, it's a very hectic travel day. But not as hectic as Christmas Eve usually is. Does that make sense? Okay. But basically, our first flight was nice. We had two flights. Our first flight from Los Angeles was nice. It was a nice flight. Our first flight was Los Angeles to Houston. That was a nice flight. I enjoyed that. It was a nice, calm flight, and it was a good flight. I'll be honest. It was a good flight, and yeah, it was just a nice, good flight. There was nothing special about it necessarily. It just was a calming flight. Nothing bad about it. There was a lot of turbulence, I will say. That was the only bad thing. When we were landing, there were the winds and the turbulence was so much. I actually thought we were gonna crash when we were landing, because it was like more turbulence than usual, and it was just like, I don't know. It was a crazy flight. But other than the fact that, I mean, the turbulence made it crazy, but other than that, it was a fine flight. It was just a regular, nothing bad flight, except for the turbulence. But then our second flight, that's when things got bad, really bad. So we had a 2-hour layover, pretty much, in Houston, Texas. But it turned out to be way more than 2 hours, because I'll tell you why. First off, our original gate was changed. We had to walk all the way to a different gate. So we were at the wrong gate for like 30 minutes. And then we got a notification on our phone that said you're at the wrong gate. We just changed the gate, so you have to move. And that wasn't too bad. Then the flight kept getting delayed. For every 5 minutes, we would get a notification. Oh, the flight has been delayed by 5 minutes. But it would keep going forever and ever and ever. And eventually, and even though the plane was literally there, we could see the plane, but they kept delaying us over and over and over. And finally, when the flight attendant went to the microphone, everyone went silent, just because they saw her at the microphone. And she said, we will now begin boarding. Everyone cheered. The flight attendants got a standing ovation. I'm not kidding. Everyone was cheering and yelling and screaming, and because it was so awesome that we were actually about to board. And then that flight had even more turbulence. Like, it was such a I hated it. It was one of the worst flights ever, because I have an app that that I put my flights into, and it tracks my flights, and it tells me what plane I'm flying on, and just different bits of information. But and it told me all about the flight. About the plane. The plane that I was flying on was 9 years old, which it's usually good for a plane, but it was still 9 years old. Still somewhat of an old plane, but still, it was a very bumpy ride. It was. I don't think we had even a single moment where we were like smooth. The entire flight was bumpy. It was not fun. I'm not kidding. It was just a bad flight. I love United Airlines. It's an awesome airline, but that flight was just so bad. I did not enjoy that. But Then we landed in Florida. My uncle, who we're staying with, picked us up. And, we drove back. He has a really nice car. It's a convertible. It's really nice, but it was somewhat it was a slight bit raining. So, we weren't really able to, we couldn't really, we can't take the convertible top down because it was raining. But still, it was a nice flight. I enjoyed it. Everything was nice. I mean, it was a nice day. But it was a nice day, but it was also a hectic and crazy day. But at the end of the day, the reason why I say it was nice is because at the end of the day, we made it. We didn't crash, and we ended up in Florida, where our destination. So that was 1 second. That was good. But yeah. Honestly, I don't know what else to talk about right now. But what I will say is that Florida is a nice place if you want to. If you ever don't know if you want to take a vacation somewhere, you don't know where to go, and you don't live in Florida, go to Florida. It's a beautiful place. Florida is beautiful. I love Florida. Yeah. I don't know what else to say, but yeah, I think Florida is a beautiful place. I'll be honest with you, it's a beautiful place. But is there anything else I want to talk about? I was sick yesterday, and I'm fine now. I had a fever for about a full day. I was sleeping so much, and just watching TV and just chilling and relaxing. But I was like sick. My mom thought I had COVID. I didn't have COVID, which is kind of funny. But still, at the end of the day, I had a fever yesterday, which is hilarious. I was scared that if I did have COVID, it would ruin the entire trip. But you know what? I don't have COVID, and I'm fine now. I feel perfect. We're not perfect because nothing is perfect in life, but yeah, I don't know. It's a beautiful day today. Today is a beautiful day. Depending on many factors, the next episode of this podcast will probably be in Florida here, but I might record it on a flight while I'm flying in the air. Probably not. I wouldn't want to do that, but I don't know. I'll figure something out. But thank you for listening to the Harley J Way podcast. One quick thing, even though I've pretty much announced this, I'm verbally saying it. My fashion line, which I'm not wearing right now, I'm wearing Zara clothes, but I have a fashion line. It's called H by J. It's a merch line / fashion line. And our new drop, our 2024 branded drop, is releasing January 1st, 2024 at midnight. So, at New Year's when the ball drops. It's New York time or East Coast time because I'm in Florida. But yeah, all the clothes drop in. It's some really cool designs. I'm hoping to have I'm doing photo shoots today as I'm recording this, or today or tomorrow. But we'll have some photo shoots out right before the product launches. But I'll put a link in the description for that kind of for it's called H by J. I'll put some links in the description for all that kind of stuff. And yeah, I'm excited. This is gonna be an awesome drop. So yeah, I don't know what else to say, but yeah, I'm also doing a live stream. That starts 30 minutes before New Year's, so 11:30 on New Year's Eve p.m. Again, that's Eastern time. So that's 8:30 Pacific time. But I don't know. I'm excited. It's gonna be a fun time. It's gonna be fun. And yeah, so I have posted photos of the hat. We are selling a hat. So the products that we're selling, we have a hat, an embroidered 2024 hat, a jersey, a t-shirt, and a crop top. Those are the products we're selling for this drop. You can still buy it. The plan is to drop to. You'll still be able to buy the old drop, the first drop, while this drop is going. Once this drop comes out, but yeah, it's gonna be a cool drop. I've released photos of the of the hat, check out my community tab on my main YouTube channel, which is just Harley J or Harley J Official, or my Instagram account, Harley J Loves Music, because I do love music, and my mom created my Instagram account for me when I was like 2 years old, and I really, really loved music back then. But yeah, I don't know what else to say. I don't really know. Whatever. Thank you for listening to the Harley J Way podcast. I'm your host, Harley J. Peace out.